The World Health Organization, WHO, revealed that in 2021 alone, diabetes was responsible for over 2 million deaths globally. Research shows that the foods we eat daily play a major role in either increasing our risk of developing diabetes or managing the condition if we already have it. So stick around as we explore foods that can raise blood sugar and contribute to diabetes. But first, let's break down the basics of blood sugar and diabetes so it's easier to understand. Blood sugar refers to the amount of glucose in the bloodstream. Glucose, a simple sugar derived from food, especially carbohydrate-rich meals, is the body's primary energy source. It fuels essential functions like breathing, talking, walking, thinking, and carrying out daily activities efficiently. Here's where it gets interesting. The brain, in particular, depends heavily on glucose, as it cannot store or produce its own energy. When blood sugar levels drop too low, hypoglycemia, or rise too high, hyperglycemia, bodily functions can be disrupted, leading to symptoms like fatigue, confusion, or, over time, serious health complications. This is how it works. After consuming a meal rich in carbohydrates, the food is broken down into glucose during digestion, which then enters the bloodstream. As blood sugar rises, the pancreas releases insulin to help cells absorb the glucose for energy or store it for later use. You may wonder, what really is diabetes? Diabetes is a chronic condition where the body struggles to manage consistently high blood sugar levels. This happens either because the pancreas doesn't produce enough insulin or because the insulin doesn't work effectively. Without proper management, high blood sugar can cause long-term damage to vital organs like the eyes, kidneys, nerves, and heart. Managing blood sugar is critical to avoiding these complications. Here's a problem. Studies from developing countries reveal that many patients still face challenges with diabetes awareness and management. Improving knowledge is essential for better compliance and outcomes. Are you looking for ways to reduce your risk of diabetes or better manage it if you already have it? Dietary changes are a must. One important tool is understanding glycemic index (GI), which ranks carbohydrates on a scale from 0 to 100 based on how quickly they raise blood sugar levels after eating. Foods with a GI of 70 to 100 are considered high and are rapidly digested, causing sharp spikes in blood sugar. Regular consumption of high GI foods can increase the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and weight gain. In this video, we'll highlight 8 high GI foods you should consider reducing or avoiding to support better blood sugar control. Potatoes, especially French fries. When potatoes are cooked, their starch becomes more digestible, which increases their GI. French fries, in particular, have an even higher impact because they are fried in oil, which adds calories but doesn't lower their GI significantly. The combination of rapidly digestible starch and unhealthy fats makes French fries a double concern. Namely, they quickly raise blood sugar and can contribute to insulin resistance over time if consumed frequently. Are you trying to manage blood sugar? It's better to opt for lower GI alternatives like roasted sweet potatoes or boiled potatoes with their skin on, as they release glucose more gradually into the bloodstream. Refined breakfast cereal such as cornflakes. The refining process removes much of the fiber and nutrients from the grains, which would have helped slow down digestion. As a result of this refining, cornflakes and similar cereals are absorbed quickly, giving a quick burst of energy but also causing the blood sugar to spike. If this happens too often, it can lead to insulin resistance and increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. Here is a better option. Choose whole grain cereals or oats, which have a lower GI and release glucose more slowly. This helps keep energy levels stable throughout the morning. Bread products, mainly white bread, bagels, English muffins. White bread, bagels, and English muffins are made from refined flour, which has been processed to remove the fiber and nutrients, as we have already mentioned. This makes them easier to digest, but it also means they break down into glucose much faster once eaten. When these reed products are eaten, the glucose quickly enters the bloodstream, leading to a sharp rise in blood sugar. The rapid spikes can be hard on your body over time, especially for individuals with a history of diabetes. Instead, do this. Choose whole grain or whole wheat options. These have a lower GI, meaning they are digested more slowly, releasing glucose gradually and keeping your energy levels more stable. Artificial-sweetened beverages. Artificially sweetened beverages don't directly raise blood sugar because they contain little to no actual sugar. However, they can still cause problems over time. When you drink something sweet, the brain naturally expects a rise in blood sugar. But since artificial sweeteners don't deliver that, the body releases insulin anyway. This can be misleading to the blood sugar control system of the body, especially if consumed regularly. This is more like a deception to the body that can make it harder to manage blood sugar properly. To help the body stay accountable, avoid artificial sweeteners and stick to healthier options like water or natural fruit juices. Candy bars. Candy bars are loaded with refined sugars and simple carbohydrates, which are quickly broken down by the body into glucose. This rapid breakdown floods your bloodstream with sugar, leading to a spike in blood glucose. On top of that, many candy bars are low in fiber, which normally helps slow down sugar absorption. Eating candy bars too often can cause your blood sugar to rise and fall quickly, leading to energy crashes and, over time, increasing the risk of insulin resistance. Here is a remedy. Limit sugary treats like candy bars and choose snacks with fiber instead. Couscous. Couscous is made from semolina, which is a processed form of wheat. Because it's refined, it lacks the fiber and nutrients that would normally slow down digestion. This means when you eat couscous, it gets broken down quickly into glucose, leading to a sharp rise in blood sugar. Even though it's often considered a healthier grain option, it can still affect your blood glucose, similar to the white bread discussed earlier. Instead, do this. Choose whole grains like quinoa or brown rice, which have a lower GI and release glucose more slowly into the bloodstream. White flour pasta. White flour pasta is another product of refined wheat, which has been stripped of its fiber and nutrients. Without the fiber to slow down digestion, the carbohydrates in white flour pasta are broken down fast into glucose once consumed. This causes your blood sugar to rise quickly, similar to how other refined carbs, like white bread or pastries, affect your body. Choose this instead. Whole grain pasta or pasta made from legumes. These have a lower GI, meaning they're digested more slowly and don't cause sharp spikes in blood sugar. Coffee. Coffee itself doesn't directly cause blood glucose spikes, as it has a low glycemic index, GI. However, the way coffee affects your blood sugar can depend on how it's prepared and what you add to it. When you add sugar, milk, or flavored creamers, you're adding carbs that can quickly increase blood sugar levels. Sugary coffee drinks, like lattes or frappuccinos, are a different story because their sugar and syrup levels cause a high GI. These are digested rapidly, leading to a quick spike in blood glucose. So, if you're looking to keep your blood sugar steady, it's best to stick with black coffee or use minimal amounts of sweeteners. Avoiding sugary additives will help prevent those sudden blood sugar spikes. Now that you know which foods can spike glucose and increase diabetes risk, here are a few tips from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, to help lower that risk. Regular exercise helps the body become more sensitive to insulin by increasing insulin receptors on the cells and improving blood flow. It also reduces belly fat, which lowers the risk of insulin resistance, making it easier to manage blood sugar and improve insulin function. Stay hydrated throughout the day to help maintain balanced blood sugar levels. Dehydration can increase the risk of hyperglycemia, impair kidney function, and reduce circulation, making it harder for the body to manage insulin and blood sugar levels. Staying awake for long periods, even just one night, can alter how the body uses insulin. Make sure to get enough rest regularly to help keep diabetes at bay. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Skipping it can cause blood sugar levels to spike at lunch and dinner. So, don't rush past breakfast. Make time for it. Truly understanding the foods that can raise blood sugar and contribute to diabetes is crucial for managing your health. By making smarter food choices, such as opting for whole grains over refined carbs, and being mindful of added sugars, you can significantly reduce your risk. Remember, it's not just about what you eat, but also maintaining a balanced lifestyle. Regular physical activity, staying hydrated, getting enough sleep, and not skipping breakfast all play a key role in keeping your blood sugar levels in check. Have you found this video on foods that can increase your chances of diabetes helpful? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health tips.